Good morning, welcome to Strength and Balance. My name is Hannah. I am a senior fitness instructor with Stonebridge Community Services, and I have a fun class today. We will be about 40 minutes. We'll be working on a full body strength routine. We're going to use these 3-pound set of weights. We're also going to use a wall for some support, and we will work on our balance as well. So let's make sure we're wearing comfortable clothes and we have the space to move around and we have some water close by too. We'll start with a warm up and at the very end we'll do a little stretch. So let's come up to feet. And we'll, oh, I don't want that in view of the camera. All right, we'll come up to feet and we will march on the spot. Let's take a nice deep breath. Big inhale, reach those hands up. We'll exhale, slowly lower down. And again, deep breath in and out. And again, in and out. Once more. Reach those arms up. And down. And again. Up. And down. Good. Let's pull our shoulders up towards our ears. We'll relax them down slowly. Lift our shoulders up and down. Lift and lower. Good. And again, pull those shoulders up and relax them down. Great. Let's roll our shoulders. Nice big circles. Keep those feet moving. We'll go back in the other direction. Roll those shoulders forwards. Good. Let's bring those arms out to the side. Little circles here. And back in the other direction. Good. Then let's make those circles bigger and reach them forwards like we're swimming. Good. Nice and easy. And let's go backwards. Good. And you can bend at the elbow. Imagine you were combing your hair. Good. And relax those arms. Excellent. Let's take one foot. We're going to tap our toe and our heel. Toe and heel. Good. Bending at the elbow, picking those hands up at the same time. Tap toe and heel. Toe and heel. Good. Toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, and heel. And let's switch to the other side. Tap your toe and your heel. Toe and heel. Toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, and again. Toe and heel. Great. Let's tap our toes. Keep those heels still. Pick up our fingers. Wiggle. Wiggle those fingers. Tap those fingers to your thumb. Good. Let's tap those heels. We'll circle our wrists. Back in the other direction. Very good. Let's tap toes, both feet at the same time, and then heels. Good. And toes. And heels. Good. And then toes. And heels. Very good. We're going to stand with our feet hip width apart and let's circle our hips nice and slowly. Great, back in the other direction. Good, let's take a nice deep breath. Big inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, lower down. Good. We're going to hold one weight. We'll start with our squat. And we're going to hold this weight in one hand, kind of at shoulder height here. We'll squat and just hold this weight here as one elbow. That second squat that we do, we're going to switch that weight up into the other hand. So we're going to switch that weight from one hand to the other, and we're just holding it here at shoulder height. So let's have our feet hip width apart, feet relaxed on the floor. The weights in your heels and your knees are soft. Let's inhale, sink down. We'll exhale, stand up, switch to the other side. Good, and again. Great. Perfect, switching that weight from one hand to the other every time. Two more. And again. Excellent. Let's pick up the second weight. We're going to do some tricep curls, and we're going to hold our weights a little bit differently from usual. So ordinarily you'd have your arms, your palms kind of facing out before you started that bicep curl. We're going to have our palms facing in, so facing in at our sides, and then one hand at a time, we're going to curl up and the other. So this is a hammer curl, kind of like the way you would hold you're holding that weight, the way you'd hold a hammer. Good. Excellent. Standing up tall. And let's do two more. One. And two. Perfect. So pop the weights down here. We're going to do our first exercise at the wall. This is kind of a modified version of a burpee. And if you've never seen a burpee, you should Google it because they're pretty fun. You're down on the floor, you're jumping into a plank, you're jumping your feet back up and down, you're doing a press up, it's all the things. So pretty, well, fun is maybe not the right word, but we're going to do a wall version, very simplified. It will involve a push-up at the wall, and you can watch me for a moment for the explanation. So I'm going to stand at the wall, nice and tall, my arms out straight, so I'm parallel with the wall here. I'm going to step my feet out, so I'm down into this incline position. My feet are further away than my hands. And then I'm going to come into that push-up. Bend my elbows, bring myself towards the wall, push myself back up, and then I'm going to step towards the wall, back down, push up. One more time, so you'll step up and back, and a push-up. So we're stepping our feet, so we're standing up straight, we're standing at an incline to the wall, we're doing a push-up. It is a little more difficult to do that push-up with your feet further away. So the size of your step can be, whatever you want it to be. It can be a very small step back, or you can step back further if you feel confident in that push-up. Let's make sure that we're looking all the time at a spot between our hands on the wall. So not down at your feet or up at your, you wouldn't be looking at your head, but up at the ceiling. We want to keep our back in a nice straight line, a nice neutral spine from your tailbone to the top of your head. So let's start parallel with the wall here. Take a step out, inhale, exhale, back up, out, into that push-up, step to the wall, step away, push up into the wall and out. Good. Into the wall and back. Push up, good. Step to the wall, step away, to the wall, and back. We'll do one more. Step close to the wall, step back, inhale towards the wall, exhale. Push yourself away. Good, very good. Those are challenging. I need to take off a layer here. So let's have a drink and then we will continue. Grab both weights here and we're going to do a deadlift. I'm going to stand with my feet hip width apart, feet relaxed on the floor, knees soft. I'm hinging at the hip. So I'm lowering my chest towards the floor with those weights. Stick that bum out behind you and then exhale to stand. So we'll inhale forwards, exhale to stand. Good, nice and slowly. Oh, someone's trying to come into the bus. Good, slowly down and back up. Inhale and exhale. Nice deep breaths. Let's do two more. And again. Great. We're going to keep the two weights and we're going to work our tricep, just this muscle at the back of your arm here. So I'll stay standing side on like this, knees soft, hinge forward at the hip. I'm going to curl up this hand, straighten it, push that hand up back behind me. And the other, curl up, push that hand back, kick that hand back. We'll do both hands, curl and kick, one at a time. Curl. And again, both. For 1 and 2. And then once more, one hand at a time. And then both arms. Curl and kick back. Good. And let's stand up. We're going to come to the wall one more time here. So straight onto the wall. Let's take that step back so we're a little bit further away. And we're going to drive our knees one at a time, straight up towards your chest. Let's make sure we're looking at that spot in between our hands. So your back, your spine is a nice straight line. Good, nice deep breaths. Driving those knees up high. I'm timing us, so we have about 5 seconds left. 2 and 1. Good, and let's stand up. Excellent. No weight needed for this next one. I'm going to have a hand on the wall just for support, and I'll stand side on so you can see it again. I'm going to take one leg, and I'm going to lift that leg behind me, back down, and then pick my foot up so my foot reaches up towards my bum. So I'm lifting that whole leg, relax, lift just your foot. So you're bending at the knee. Lift the leg and down, lift up that foot. Good. Lift your leg, relax, and foot. Good. Lift, relax, foot. Lift your leg. Good. And then bend the knee, lift your foot. Great. Let's switch to the other side. We're going to lift that leg behind us, back to center, pick up your foot as if you're going to kick yourself in the bum. Good. Lift that leg and your foot. Lift your leg, lower, pick up your foot. Good. Lift your leg, lower, pick up your, oops, I did it wrong. Pick up your foot. Lift your leg, lower, pick up your foot. Great, and one more. Lift, lower, pick up the foot. Good. Last one here. Both weights needed. We're going to come up to this goalpost position. We're going to push up one hand at a time to begin with, and then slowly lower that hand down. Let's do both hands for 2. That's 2, and then we'll go 1 and the other. Great. 1 and the other. Good, and then both for 1 and 2. Slowly lower those weights down. Excellent. Have a drink, everybody, and then we're going to go back to the beginning and we will repeat all of those exercises. All right, back to the beginning with that squat. So we want one weight in one hand, holding it at our shoulder. Feet hip width apart to start, standing up tall. Let's inhale, come down, and then switch hands. We want to lower nice and slowly. Good. Last 2. Slowly on the inhale. Excellent. Pick up that second weight and we're going to do our bicep curls, that hammer curl. So our hands are facing our body. We'll go 1 and the other. Good. 1 and the other hand. We're lowering nice and slowly. Good. And let's do both at the same time for 1, 2, 3. One hand and then the other. And again. And once more with both hands at the same time. Up and lower. Good. Weights down, and let's come back to the wall and we'll do that modified burpee again. I will show you. You can watch the first one. Step your feet back. Oh, I'm quite far away. A push up. Step your feet back up to standing. Step your feet away. Push up and back. Feet away. Inhale. Exhale. Push yourself away. Step forwards and back. Forwards and back. Forwards and back. Good. Forwards, back. Into that push up. Forwards, backwards. Push up. Last one. Forwards, backwards. Excellent. Drink. Let's try that deadlift. I'll turn to the side so you can see me. Feet flat on the floor, standing up tall. Let's hinge at the hips, stick that bum out behind you. And exhale to stand. Inhale nice and slowly down. And exhale. Sticking that bum out behind you. Hinging at the hips, so your chest is lowering towards the floor, not your bum. Two more. That's 1 and 2. Good. Let's keep hold of those weights, and I'll stay standing where I was in that little incline position. I'm going to curl that weight up and push that hand out behind you, back to center. Curl up, reach that hand back and down. Curl, kick, and down. Curl, kick, and relax. Curl, kick, and back. Curl, kick, and down. Let's do both hands at the same time. Curl up, kick those hands back. Up, kick, curl, kick, curl, kick, curl, kick. 2 more, curl, and kick, curl, and kick. Good. Weights down, we are going to do those mountain climbers at the wall. So taking a step back, and then we'll drive up one knee, and then the other. 30 seconds here. Picking those knees up high as you can. Let's make sure we're looking at a spot in between our hands. Good, we'll do 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, and stand up. Excellent. We can take a break from the weights again. Standing to the side here, I'm going to use my left leg first, lift that leg behind me, and then bend the knee, lift that foot up. Leg behind, and then bend your knee. That leg behind, bend your knee, lift that foot. Lift, and the knee. Good. Lift, and pick that foot up. Lift, pick up your foot. Good. Great, and relax. And let's switch to the other side. Lift that leg behind, and lift that foot. Lift. Good, nice deep breaths. Lift that leg, pick up your foot, lift, up foot, and again, last one, lift, and foot. Good. Last one. Let's pick up our weights into this overhead press. One hand and the other. Good. 1 and 2. We're lowering down nice and slowly. And let's do both hands at the same time. So 1, 2, 3. We'll go for 4. This is the last one. And 4. Slowly lower it down. Excellent. All right, let's grab a drink. We're going to work on our balance now. So let's make sure that you're close to some kind of support furniture. I've got the wall very close to me. You could use a chair, the kitchen counter, island, table, back of the sofa, something sturdy that can support you. So let's start with our feet, one in front of the other. Close as you can, in line if possible. Oops. Let's make sure your weight is even between both feet and your knees are nice and soft. If you want to take this front foot out to the side, please do so. That is just fine. So we're going to lift up one arm to the ceiling and then the other. Bring these feet out to the side, sorry, arms out to the side. And then reach one forwards, one backwards. And we'll go the other way, one forwards, one backwards. Good, back to center, relax those arms, and let's switch our feet around. Not like that. Feet relaxed, knees soft, standing tall. Good. We're going to take that back foot and we're going to step it forwards and backwards. Forwards and backwards. So we're almost working on that tightrope walk a little bit. So we're stepping from that tandem foot position, moving that back foot to be the front foot and back. Just moving one foot forwards and backwards. Forwards and backwards. And let's pause here and let's take the front foot and step it backwards and forwards. Backwards and forwards. Good. Nice and slowly. Keeping in line. Good. And again, excellent. Let's relax those feet. We're going to stand with those feet again, kind of in line, but with some space between them. We're going to shift our weight from front foot to back foot. So we're going forwards and backwards, nice and slowly. Good, relax through those arms. Good. As we come back, pick up that front foot. We're lifting that knee a little bit. And then forwards. So come back, lift that front foot, lift your knee. Good. That might be a little more tricky than we're used to. Try and bend the knee, lift the knee. And again. Good. As you come onto the back foot, lift the front. We can keep the legs straight and we'll hold this time. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Onto the front foot, lift the back and hold. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Feet down. Let's switch our feet around and we'll do that same thing. So shifting that weight forwards and backwards. Standing tall. Good. Nice and slowly. And let's try lifting that front foot. So as you come backwards, lifting at the knee. Good. And now as you come back, let's lift that front foot. Keep the leg straight and we can hold that foot off the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then onto the front foot, lift the back and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Feet on the ground. Let's do a little bit with one foot off the floor. I'm going to stand on my right leg, little bend of that right knee, and let's lift the left, and I'm going to hold my foot out behind me. So I turn to the side, you see it looks like this. And then I'm going to circle this ankle. So standing up nice and tall, try to find something to look at that isn't moving. And let's circle that ankle in each direction. Good, let's place that foot on the floor and we'll try the other side. So this time I'm standing on my left and I'm going to lift that right foot behind me, foot right out behind. And let's circle this ankle. Good, in the other direction. Good, and relax that foot. We'll do a couple more here. I'm going to stand on the right leg and I'm going to lift my left knee and lift my left arm too. And then slowly place that foot to the floor. So I'm lifting, just, it doesn't have to be high. You don't have to take that knee super high. It's as high as that feels comfortable. Try and reach that arm all the way up as far as you can. And then slowly place that foot on the floor. Let's try and be in control on the way down. And relax that arm down too. Good. And again. Good, and let's switch to the other side. So standing on my left, I'm going to raise my right knee, right arm. Nice and slowly. Good. Good, once more. Great. And let's do one last one. Standing with our arms up in a Y shape. Let's stand on that left foot, raise the right and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, relax. And let's stand on the right, lift the left, arms up in that Y shape. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And arms down. Excellent. Very good work, everybody. Let's have a little stretch to finish. I'm going to take one arm across your body and hold here and try and be nice and comfortable. Good. Let's switch to the other side. Arm across your body. And hold. Good. Great, and relax that arm. Excellent. Let's take one hand, we're going to reach forward. I want you to hold onto your fingers and just push back quite gently. So you're stretching through your hand and through that forearm too. We don't want to be too rough here because your wrist can be kind of a sensitive spot. Good, relax. Let's switch to the other side. So hold that hand out, hold onto your fingers and just push back a tiny bit. Good, and relax those hands. Great, let's have a seat. We're going to sit forward in our chair, heel to the floor, toe to the ceiling, hinge forward. Feel that nice stretch in the back of your leg. We'll switch to the other side, heel to the floor, toe to the ceiling, hinge forwards here. Good, and sit up. Let's sit back in our chair. We're going to pull one knee in towards your chest. We're going to point and flex those toes. So bring those toes, point them to the floor, and pull right up. Point and flex. Point and flex. Good. Great, and relax that foot to the floor. Let's switch to the other side. Pull that knee in, point, and point, and flex. Point, and flex. Point, and flex. Point, flex. Point, flex. Point, flex. And again. Good, and relax those feet to the floor. We're going to reach our hands behind us, reach for the back of the room, stretch your fingers right out, take a deep breath in, squeeze through those shoulders. As you exhale, bring those arms around yourself, give yourself a nice tight squeeze, pat on the back. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for joining me this morning. It was great to have a nice big class. I will see you all later in the week. So a reminder that Wednesday is with me, that's brain and balance. And then Fridays are now with Kendra. So you have a little variation in instructors, which is nice for you. So have a great week and I will see you sometime soon.
Thanks, Hannah.
You're so welcome.
Thanks,
No problem.
Hannah.
You're welcome. Have a good day, friends.